What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome you back to more Pokemon Legends Arceus. Today, we are finally going to report back to Commander Kamado after so many episodes of just kind of dawdling around after we finished the Alabaster Icelands. I mean, I wouldn't say dawdling, we were accomplishing things, but of course, you know, in terms of progression of the story, it's time we finally get back to it. So why don't we head on upstairs and get that done? I know there are more things on the board that I could grab. We're going to have to be working on side quests a little bit later, though, because it's time. We need to just get this done. We need to talk to the guy. So here we go. Each of the Pokemon nobles became frenzied, and now each of them has been quelled. We still have no explanation for why you pressed the A button so fast. And to think peace would be restored to Hisui by the hand of our mysterious Riftboard helper. When tomorrow dawns, it will dawn on a world restored to normalcy. At long last, we will be able to return to our normal lives. Go nourish yourself with the Wallflower and allow yourself a good long rest. Don't forget, the Survey Corps work is not over. It does not end until our people can live here in Hisui without fearing the Pokemon around us. And the Slumbering Lord of the Tundra is finally complete. Avalugg has been quelled. We are done. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Feels good to be awesome, doesn't it? Now for the same bland, delicious mochi. If there's anything else you'd recommend, by all means, bring it out. All right, Benny, off you go. You weirdo. With your green mustache. Now that Avalugg's quelled, too, we can survey all over Hisui. I certainly had reservations as to whether Avalugg needed quelling, but if it means bringing calm to everyone, then I suppose we did the right thing. I hate to think what kind of havoc the frenzied nobles could have wreaked if Akari never came to us. It's really hard to tell apart. I wish they, color-coded the names, the name tags sometimes. Still, even with all the nobles quelled, the rift doesn't seem to be closing, huh? Although, wait, if the rift were to disappear, would that mean Akari'd be stuck here? I guess so. Really need to change our clothes back. Well, our little team is certainly very practiced at investigating things by now. We'll look into the matter and find a solution, I've no doubt. And even if we don't, you'll always have a home here in Jubilee Village, Akari. Now then, tomorrow's soon upon us. It'll be another hard day at work for the Survey Corps. Don't forget what we've got our sights on, nothing less than a completed Pokedex. With you around, that Pokedex is as good as complete. Hey, how about I just tag along as your assistant? Assistant? Come on now, Ray. Don't sell yourself short. You're a full-fledged member of the Survey Corps, too. Well, sure, I guess I am. In any case, time for a hearty meal and some sleep. Well, all's well that ends well. Except, obviously, it's not over yet. But, at the very least, we've accomplished everything we set out to do. So now what? That's a very good question. Oh, gosh. Bakum? What does Bakum mean? Okay. Disaster looming. Well, I'm going to actually change my outfit here really quickly before we leave. Let's see. Would it be better? I think we could go with a headkerchief. And then, well, I mean, it would probably be best to go with the Survey Corps uniform, wouldn't it? I think that would probably be for the best. Definitely going to change the goggles. So let's get those off. And then as for our boots, I guess we'll just go Survey Corps sandals. And, yeah, I think other than that, we're good to go. Don't have the hairstyle for the... Well, let's see. What does it look like without it on? You know what? I think I actually kind of like that. Let's just... No hats today. None at all. Is that good? Okay, that's good. Let's get out of here. What was all that? Sorry, I needed to change before we investigated this explosion. I got my priorities in order, obviously. What in the heck? This doesn't look good, Akari. Some sort of dreadful energy seems to be pouring from the rift in space-time. Now the entire sky has gone red. I have word from the commander. You're to report to his office at once. Oh, boy. Okay, well, I wonder how we're going to figure this out. Maybe he's got some sort of idea. The way the sky has changed. It is ominous. Very ominous indeed. What's this about, Commander? You did call us here to discuss the quelling of all the nobles, didn't you? That can wait. There is a more pressing concern here that must be addressed. The first strike of that strange lightning, the one that drove Cleavor into a frenzy. It struck the night that Akari fell from the sky, did it not? It only seems natural to think that the two events might be linked in some way. Who or what are you really, Akari? A Survey Corps member? Indeed, you've done all I ordered. But that does not answer the question of who you really are. You came from the rift, as did the lightning. You're connected to these frenzies, are you not? Did you think to gain our trust by quelling the frenzies you yourself brought about? And having gained our trust, what then? What is it you're really after here? Hold on, Commander. There's nothing to suggest Akari's wronged us. Exactly. And besides, do you really think she's got the sort of fearsome power it'd take to make all this happen? Let me ask you in turn, can you prove beyond a doubt that she is free from guilt? This person, this stranger, appeared out of a rift in space-time. Who here can guarantee who she is who she says? Who here can guarantee she is to be trusted? But no one can do that. You're asking us to prove a negative. How is anyone supposed to prove the absence of all doubt? Come on, let's be reasonable. What is Akari supposed to do then? She'll be given the chance to investigate the latest disaster, but not as a member of the Galaxy team. She remains a suspect unless she can clear her name. There are those in our village who cannot trust a stranger like you who fell from the sky, and so I must ask you to leave. You are no longer welcome in the Galaxy team. A stranger like... Kamado, the only person who has this hang-up is you dipshit. You are the only one who's brought up this situation the entire time from start to finish. There's not a single person in this entire village who has had a grudge with the player character up to this point. It's always been you, asshole. Consider yourself banished from this village until you can explain why these calamities keep befalling our good people. No, until you've restored our world to its rightful state and proven your innocence beyond doubt. Is that clear, Silene? Yes, sir. How could you act so heartless? Don't you believe in Akari? Do not attempt to intervene on her behalf. I will do what I must as the commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. But I have not forgotten your deeds, nor the unusual skill you have displayed. That is why I have chosen to let you walk out of here free rather than clap you in chains. You're to be expelled from the village? Seriously? Orders are orders. Let's go. But I can't like. Okay, fine. I'm coming. Oh man. I'm sorry, everybody. I mean, I'm not. It's more Commando. He's kind of a giant dick, but whatever. Seriously, the entire time, every single time there was a shred of doubt as to what our intentions were, Kamado was the only one to ever bring it up. Spoken like a true frickin' politician with an agenda. My goodness. This sucks. Silene, is there like anything you can do? We can take it from here, ma'am. Understood. However, the decision was mine to accept this stranger as a member of the Survey Corps. It is only right that I should personally escort her from the village into the Fieldlands camp. I'll come too. As will I, naturally. I'll allow it. Then I'll mark you all down as bound for the Fieldlands camp. Safe travels. Oh, man. I can't believe the boss would do this. You quote all those nobles' frenzies under his own orders. Quite right. Moreover, even if you did happen to fall from the sky, that hardly gives you the power to turn it red. This is utterly intolerable, and I might add absurdly unscientific. As a man of science, I must fight such illogical thinking tooth and nail. You must not. You will only cause Akari more pain if you are driven out as well for defending her. However, there are others who might offer help. You've been an aid to both the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. Of course, perhaps Adaman or Urda might take you in. Though I'm afraid they've both already returned to their respective settlements. I bet you could at least start by finding Leon at the Grand Tree Arena. Not sure where might be if you wanted the Diamond Clan. Don't die alone out there. That's an order. I will ensure you have all you need to complete the survey the commander has tasked you with. If I might offer my advice, in this life you will meet with both admiration and abuse from others. How others choose to view you is a choice only they can make. You cannot make it for them. All that truly matters is that you hold firm to your own values. What of the dream I first shared with you on Prelude Beach to complete the Pokedex? That dream simply won't come true without you. I know. All right, well, we need to seek out Leon, so let's head on out. Gosh dang it. Frickin' Kamado. Big swinging mother. All right, let's just go. At least we can cover a lot of ground here. Now, the question is, can I actually, like, fast travel over here? I totally can. Wow, let's just do that, because that's so much easier. But I'm going to go back to Weirdeer as we go. And let's head on out. See if we can track this guy down. So, daytime, it's kind of hard to tell. I guess with the sky being what it is, there's no way of really actually knowing this with absolute certainty. So, I mean, I would like to collect stuff, but the problem is I don't really have access to any of my resources. What just pulled itself back in there? Hello? Well, that's Parrot. Paris just glitched itself up into a tree. Well, okay. I will leave you to it then. Let's just head out to the Grand Tree Arena. All the way down. We got to get in contact with this guy and see what we can do about this. Oh, man. What do you think could be causing this? I mean, this is definitely not Arceus' doing. At least I would assume it's not. It doesn't really look the part. You'd think that about maybe the Frenzied Nobles, because there was always that yellow lightning. But with this, there's no way, right? At least you would assume. All right, well, here we are. Leon? Yep, you're still here. Well, that's good at least. You, what in the world did you do? Look at the size of that rift. If lightning starts pouring from it, all the Pokemon in Hisui could be thrown into a frenzy. The entire clan is in a panic now. I should have known the only thing that could come from that rift was a disaster. Never mind then. Is that really all you came to say? Look, you don't need to try to put on a brave face. You've been a help to the Pearl Clan, and we know what kind of person you are. Though it must be said, for every sympathetic ear you might find there, you may also find a detractor who fears your presence. I truly do wish I could repay you for quelling Kleavor's frenzy as you did. You must know that. But there's nothing I alone can do for you. Warden Mai might be able to help you, though. She's a caring woman, after all. You'll most likely find Mai at the Worn Bridge. I believe it's a very significant place for her. I'm certain that somewhere in the vastness of Hisui, there's a place for you as well. Well, at least we got a lead, and we know where to find Mai, so let's head on that way now. And in fact, if we really want to get there in time, by not going into the menus, I think Braviary could get us just a little bit quicker. Kind of, cut out the middleman. It's so much distance as Weirdeer runs, but it's even less distance as the Braviary flies, if you know what I mean. So let's just head on this way, although maybe Basculegion could be even faster. I'm pretty sure when it's in Turbo, it is the fastest ride Pokemon, but maybe I'm wrong about that. All right, let's kind of go in a roundabout way here as everything sort of pops into place. There we go. Mai, are you here? She is, and so is Munchlax. My, what a frightful sky. Such a disturbing sight would be enough to put anyone ill at ease. You don't know what brought this about, do you? I'm trying to find out. I suppose it was too much to expect that you could already have an answer to all of this. I heard from our leader what happened. You can't return to that village as yours, can you? But I'm afraid the Diamond Clan cannot be the ones to save you. Ugh. Dang it. Diamond Clan could end up at war with the Galaxy team if things went badly. I think you would regret that as much as anyone. The Great Weirdeer took a liking to you. I want to offer you my support, but forgive me. I cannot help you in this. Do not abandon hope. Time solves all things. And besides, you seem to have a way of making your own way in the world. I have no doubt you'll continue to find a path to walk. So we're just screwed? We're just stuck out here in the wild with nobody, with nothing at all. Couple shaking trees in the... Well, hello, little shinks. Strange events seem to follow you wherever you go, don't they? Oh, it's this guy again. Found you at last, Akari. I've been looking all over for you, you know. What would I do if I were to lose one of my favorite customers? Don't worry, I've already heard what happened. A good merchant knows well the importance of staying abreast of all the latest news. It seems you're in quite the pinch. No place for you among the Diamond Clan, nor the Pearl Clan, to say nothing of how poorly the Galaxy team has treated you. But not to worry, there are still corners of the Hisui region where we can stash you away in secret. I know a spot that will be the perfect hideaway. Leave it all up to me. Here we are. I know, it's no palace, but you know the saying about beggars and choosers. Huh. Speak to the person who dwells here at the retreat. Hello? Oh. Are you sure it's not a palace? Sure could go work to come pester me again. Even beneath a fleeting sky, you never change. Always a pleasure, Mistress Kogita. But I'm sure I'm not here today. I'm afraid I'm not here today to learn more of Hisui's myths and legends. No, mistress, thank you. Just Kogita. And this is... Why, Akari is the woman of the hour. She's the one who quelled the frenzy of all the Pokemon's nobles, believe it or not. Ah, the poor wretch you spoke of, lost in time and space. Dear me, lost one, it seems I'll be able to fulfill my duty at long last, thanks to you. Duty? Indeed, I am to guide you, lost one, for the task of preventing great disaster falls to you. The rift in space-time must be mended, lest time and space themselves be thrown out of balance. But come, you must enter my dear hideaway. There's much to be told. Yeah, I don't know about that. It seems like a pretty nice place, Volo. Oh, this is cozy as all heck. Are you kidding me? The space-time rift is said to be a portal to innumerable other dimensions. In one such realm, far and farther still from ours, dwells Almighty Sinnoh. I'll go to the Diamond Clans, I guess. The expanse from antiquity to eternity, and the expanse to all sides above and below. Time traces the path we tread from the here and now into the future, while space yawns all-encompassingly, surrounding us in every direction. You see, don't you, the two together, time and space, comprise all creation, the universe. How can one claim that either is greater than the other, as those two clans do? They're inseparable. Perhaps the truth is clear to a wanderer such as you, one who has known other ages. Now listen, lost one, here's what you must do. Hisui holds 3 lakes of great importance, Lake Verity, Lake Valor, and Lake Acuity. At each dwells a Pokemon said to embody one aspect of the mind. Complete the trials each will set you, and bear their gifts to the shrouded ruins. There you may receive the red chain. With it, perhaps you can bind the world together. Bind the world, you say? You mean it won't close the rift? Kindly spare me your doubts, young man. I know the old words and what they bid us do. How true they are isn't mine to know. And regardless of their truth, I am bound to pass them on. How callous of my ancestors to leave their legends to their children without a thought for the hardship it would cause them. But here we are. You know your duty, and you'll do it, won't you? Of course. It's really the only option we have, isn't it? There is nobility in knowing what must be done and seeing to it. Your ARC phone is beeping. You can see the locations of 3 lakes marked on your ARC phone. Mistress Kogita's got a lovely workbench here, and if you need materials, I'd be glad to help. I'm always happy to do business with you. What about the pastures? Ah, that is a problem, isn't it? What shall we do about that indeed? What was that? Have we now a lost Pokemon as well as a lost child? Do see to it, please. How could I refuse you, ma'am? Off we go, Akari. I would assume that that is what our help is going to be. Just miraculously appearing. Hello, hello, it's an Abra. Where did you teleport in from, little fellow? And it's got a letter addressed to you, Akari. You take a closer look at the letter. To Akari, you may use my Pokemon as a go-between to access the pastures in Jubilife Village. I've also ensured that you'll be able to utilize our base camps without issue. I have every confidence in your ability as an adept Survey Corps member to bring this bizarre situation under control promptly. Sincerely, Silene, Survey Corps' Captain, Galaxy Expedition Team. I frickin' adore her. Good tidings from the letter, then. It's a secret. Now then, so we're to visit 3 lakes? It doesn't sound like an easy task, that's for sure. It sure would be wonderful to have a kind soul who might help us out. Quite the opportunist, aren't you, Valo? Such a consummate guild... I missed that last word. Sorry. I need to stop clicking ahead so much when I'm trying to read this stuff. I've managed to reassure my people for now. The wardens are keeping a close eye on their nobles, too. Seems all's quiet for the moment. And so, here we are. But still, we'll never get away with openly aiding you. If we were to undermine the commander's direct orders, relations would grow strained. Long story short, we want to help, but without drawing attention, so it'll just be one of us. Me or her, it's up to you. Though the answer should be obvious. Well, based on the way things have been going, and just kind of looking at the facts and which characters we've tended to have the closest relationship with, I think I gotta go with Atamon. Obviously, you'll choose me, right? Who gave you that Celestica flute in the first place? That's right, this strapping young man. Yeah, I choose you. Thought so, you can count on me. So then the leftover leader will... Leftover? I'm not someone's scraps. I'll keep watching the commander. I imagine I'll hear something useful from him. Of course. And the lucky chosen one comes with us to the lakes. We can fill you in on the details as we go. Well, the first task will be to decide which of the Hisui's region's 3 Great Lakes to visit first. Right, we better get a move on, no time to waste. I'll meet you wherever we decide to go. We'd be in hot water if we were seen traveling together. Counting on you to handle this, Adaman. Don't cause Akari more trouble. And there it is. The Trial of Lake Verity, Trial of Lake Valor, and the Trial of Lake Acuity. Now, obviously, I did just select the Trial of Lake Valor, which is in the Crimson Mirelands, and we are going to be heading there in the next episode. Guys, thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Pokemon Legends Arceus. In the next one, like I said, we're going to be going after all of these trials. We're going to try to get all 3 done in the episode. I think we can do it. It really shouldn't take all that long. But yeah, we're going to be taking down all the trials of the 3 different lakes in the Obsidian Fieldlands, Crimson Mirelands, and I think the last one was in... I did not mean to do that. Hi, Genevieve. I think the last one was in the Alabaster Icelands. I actually can't remember. But yeah, we're going to be doing that on the next episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all then.